Welcome back to the Fogcast. It's been like 6 months. Six
Yeah,
months, the
yeah,
funny
it's been
number.
6 months. Yeah, 6 months. Been 6 months.
Yeah. So, what is it? We haven't covered like quite a lot of DBD in a long time, and we actually have a guest here today. We got
Nice chill code
uh
games.
yeah,
YouTube
we got
video hasn't
Tailcoat
uploaded in ever since 2024.
and we got Creeper.
Oh yeah,
And Felix is waking up right now, so who knows? Maybe we'll have Felix just hop in here. I don't know if he'll be doing that. Maybe not. Either way, um, yeah, this is what we got for now. So
yep.
we had Tailcoat on. He's friend of Creeper and me, I guess, to give you an introduction to him.
Yeah.
And
He plays Dead by Daylight
man,
too. I
man, the
got him
first
into
sure
it.
was a release, wasn't it?
The first did come out and it
Like,
happened.
yeah, so I will say the first is a very cool concept for a killer with like how his power works and how he can kind of activate his power just on the ground next to him and he has to hit you multiple times. It's a very interesting way to have a power and here I thought they wouldn't be able to come up with more original powers until they had Vecna. And people for some reason are expecting them to come up with a completely different power every time there's a new PTP for stuff like that.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, there's really not a lot you can do in some cases. Of course, you can get like creative, but we will talk about that later. Either way, the first had a really good release,
But everyone
although
forgot
nobody
about it.
really plays him. Yeah, no one really plays him now. You will like rarely encounter a first player. Not because really they're weak or anything. It's because the killer is just very, very strong. What are your thoughts about this Creeper and
Honestly,
Tailcoat?
it's really forgettable. I don't really think about that guy at all.
I think
Sometimes he comes up in matches, but it's not that often. I really don't care about him. He has an alright power, has a cool legendary skin that you got in the Rift Past. He's alright.
I think the biggest issue with Vecna is that he's slow as fuck. And the counter, he's really good if someone is good. If the survivors are good and are trying to loop you, you can really fuck them up for looping. However, if they just turn their brain off and run away, which is the best and correct answer to playing against him, it's really boring because you're really slow.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the one
The counter
thing
play is literally becoming brain dead.
basically, and
Just like
that's
the
what I
writers of the show. Oh, I got him.
no that's why I dislike it a lot. A lot of killers as of recently, the kind of general consistent strategy has always been run away. And the thing is, most people, and some people I've seen who have criticized the game, is more like, oh yeah, as a survivor, instead of interacting with the killer's power, usually you just try to avoid it. And it's like, well, that makes sense because, the whole objective is to survive, right? That is literally the whole objective. So, yes, you can be interacting with the killer's power, but you're not gonna like interact with them much at all because they're the killer. But another thing is, you fucking I do agree there should have been a better way to handle Vecna and how his power is really countered, because otherwise you're kind of just trying to do a dance, a little shimmy to make sure Vecna can't really predict where you're going. Because if you play against a good Vecna player and they're within range of you, like if it's like a very indoor map or whatever, and you can't really go in a lot of places, you're basically fucked against a Vecna who's really good. But if it's like an open field, all you have to do is just run away, hold W. That's how to beat them. So Vecna's release was pretty cool. I also really do like the killer. I don't really see myself using him that much though, because not that like he's a bad addition to the game. Everyone all the way back when wanted Vecna when Stranger Things season 4 came out, but like nobody really cares about the man anymore.
After that
Like
season,
honestly, Yeah, and honestly, they could have literally just kept Vecna out of the game, and I don't think anyone would have really cared after season 5 because that it ruined the show for a lot of people.
Mhm.
But I mean, speaking of a better type of launch, I'd say we can move over to Jason, which the cabin stream was the stream of all time, wasn't it?
It was
So,
honestly such a funny idea. I'm not gonna lie.
I
so
literally turned off the stream because I was like, they're clearly not doing anything.
Yeah, I
yeah, so the
I just went to the movies instead of watching that screen. And then I
yeah,
went to
so
bed, and then I woke up. I'm
I
like, oh, it's Jason. It's Jason.
I wasted like 8 hours of my life
Dude,
staring at a
that's totally
cabin,
on you. I'm sorry. That's on you.
um, because I really wanted to see what was going on with that, because I had nothing really better to do
So,
that night. So I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. And then a lot of hints in that stream, considering it's not like the mainline Jason or the movie Jason.
well,
A lot of
it's
people
wait, to be
thought it
fair,
was
it's
Slenderman.
going to be a movie Jason. It's just movie's not out
It
yet.
is. Yeah, it
Right
is.
now, there's a
But
TV
for
show
now,
for this
it's not.
Jason about his mother, which will then eventually lead to a movie.
Yeah, but at least for now, nope. No, this isn't regular Jason. This is
Well, it is.
basically copyright free Jason.
It's Jason. It's just this.
It's
We just
Jason
haven't
from
seen this.
Wish.
We just haven't seen the specific design in a movie yet. We've only seen it in
Yeah,
a video game so
it's
far.
it's Jason from Timu. It's all right to say it. It's all right to say it. It's Jason from Timu, but that's fine. That's fine because that's the only way we would have really got it in Dead by Daylight,
Yeah, because
anyways.
those two old farts fighting over who owns Jason.
Yeah, because
Although,
like
although Jason Universe is buying up all the rights from them, so in theory, soon all the rights should be under one banner.
yeah, and hopefully when that happens, Jason can finally actually have more movies. And to be fair, if we're not going to go too much into specifics, a lot of the Jason movies fucking sucked. But that's fine
Jason's
because he
cool,
was
though.
yeah, no, Jason's cool. I'm just saying a lot of the movies sucked. And he didn't really have too much of a character beside, slasher stuff. But then
That's
again,
because Jason
with
doesn't
slasher
have,
movies,
Jason's Jason. He doesn't have a character.
yeah, I know. That's another thing is you're not really going into a slasher movie for the character. But another thing is for the stream, everything like that. A lot of hints
People thought it
had
was
that
Slenderman. They're
point
dumb.
towards
I'm
Slender.
sorry. They're dumb. The people who
They're-
thought Slenderman, you're dumb. I'm sorry.
And no, it was Slenderman. It literally meets all the conditions for Slenderman. It made perfect sense for it to be Slenderman.
Nah.
Yeah,
As soon as I saw a cabin in the woods, I'm like, oh, Jason's killer shack. It's gonna be Jason Voorhees. I waited 13 minutes. As soon as 13 minutes went, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be 13 hours. So I just.
Well, I thought it was
stopped
gonna
watching.
be Jason. I'm just saying Slenderman made perfectly fine sense.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's gotta
Slender-
be Jason for the 10th anniversary.
I thought it was Jason the second they did the first trailer that was 13 minutes long. I'm like, that's way too obvious.
Yeah, everything was 13 seconds long. It's gotta be Jason.
Yeah, it like in hindsight it was more obvious, but it could have also been a red herring. So that's why
Also-
people didn't have
Okay,
that.
but if it was a red herring, people would have been fucking insanely angry.
Yeah, that would have been such
Oh yeah.
total crap. That you
They
might
would
I
have
know,
never
I know.
done that.
Like
I mean, behavior's a dumb company sometimes, but I don't think they're put 3 YouTube videos out with 13 minutes and 13 seconds long, and then a 13-second trailer, and then a 13-second teaser, and then release a video in the woods of a cabin, and then go, no, but it's actually Slenderman.
Unless
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
all
I
cra-
know, but I'm
unless
saying
all the crazy theories about there being multiple secret chapters are true.
The only
I don't buy
situation where
that.
I would accept that is if the chapter right after was Jason.
yeah.
And I'm honestly, I'm gonna be real. I would have preferred Slenderman over over Jason. Like personally, I have way more interest in Slenderman than I do Jason.
Personally,
and
I didn't
that's
grow up
fair.
much
But-
with Slenderman, but I grew up more of Jason, so like like a personal preference, I prefer Jason.
No, and that's fair too. I'm just saying more as in Jason is genuinely pretty cool to add to the game, and he needed to come to the game. He's one of the iconic horror icons. Whether people
I found it insane how people tried to make the argument he shouldn't be in the game when
I know.
that
Yeah.
drama was happening. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
there was some There were some people in there. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind if like Jason wasn't added to the game. And I will say, I don't usually bring up like other YouTubers unless it's really a topic. But Scott had the worst take ever in DVD community.
Scott Jund, he only saw the first film and then based his argument on the first film.
Which guy is Scott?
Scott Jund, the guy who...
White guy with a stubble.
Yeah, white guy with a stubble.
The guy who's just in the big open room that's always like...
Yep.
It's just him in his room.
And then he just has gameplay in the corner, yeah.
Yeah, gameplay. Yep.
But
that's
he based his entire argument on the first film. He's only seen the first film. Now, guys, you know what the problem with that is, right?
Yeah.
Jason is not the killer. Jason is not the killer in the first film. It's his mother.
Yeah, it's his mom.
He couldn't even
that was the twist.
He couldn't even base the ability. He was trying to like think of, oh, what could the ability be? But he literally didn't see him use his skills, so he couldn't know.
Yeah, no. And another thing, the worst part is he for the video, he looked up like the wiki stuff, like for Jason or whatever. He looked up the wiki, like Friday the 13th wiki to basically see what he could do. And it's like, dude, I'm not even okay. Friday the 13th movies are bad, but
the kills are good.
You fucking watch them. Watch them. Just watch them. No, if you're gonna make a video about, I don't really think Jason would add too much to the game with what he does and everything like that. It's like, okay,
at least watch the kill counts.
Watch the fucking movies or kill counts. Just like even, dude, it's not even that hard. Like just watch the kill counts or something. You get like way more like scrunched up information, and you can see how Jason kills. Yeah, some behind the scenes, like kill counts are basically like a love letter to horror movies. Just watch those.
So, but speaking of like powers, because like he was complaining about like what could Jason power be.
Oh yeah.
I thought his power was like really like represents like how he is in the films.
I found it funny that one of the things people kept saying is that he should pick up things in his environment, and then they actually did that.
Yeah,
and they actually did
in the films, he's always grabbing random crap to murder people with. And they represent that pretty well.
Or just like what I also thought they would do is something like with Old Doctor, where they were going to do weapon switching. I also thought they would do that with how Jason was. Yeah. I definitely thought he was going to throw stuff. I 100% thought he was going to throw stuff.
He's a really good thrower in the films. Like.
Yeah, and people like fucking getting like ass mad at saying it's spring.
I didn't know that you shared traits with Jason. You're also pretty good at throwing, especially on Deadlock.
Okay, buddy. I
see. yeah, that's true, bro. No, I'm kidding. you provide.
Jason, he
almost as much as he does when he plays DVD.
Okay.
Damn.
So, but also, they represent his like inhuman ability to get places really fast while not running pretty well, where he just kind of shows up out of nowhere with his teleportation ability.
Yeah, omnipotent evil. I really, you guys will see the Jason video whenever that's done, but I really enjoyed his power and playing his power, because another thing about
I haven't played against his power. I feel like it could be really fucking annoying.
No.
It's stressful. It's
stressful
because like it's a good environment. Like it gets foggy. You don't know where he's going. It's pretty good.
Basically, to let you know, okay, Tailcoat. Have you played Deathslinger?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like playing Deathslinger?
Usually.
Okay.
I hate it when I use Deathslinger. And the game literally makes the noise of him hitting the target, and then acknowledges that it hit it because the fucking thing reels back early. But I still don't get a fucking hit on them. What the fuck, Dead by Daylight?
No, I know, and it's a bad fucking bug. But I will say, basically, imagine with Deathslinger, you don't have to aim in, and you can hit people off like really off corners as they're going around a pallet, where usually you wouldn't be able to hit them. That's basically it. There's not really like a wind up time for Jason's stuff. It goes into an angle, and it's not that hard either. It doesn't have any drop off.
Although to reload, you have to go to a specific pile or to a hook.
Yeah, or to a hook. And that's another thing that's really cool. Jason can take off the hooks and throw them at survivors.
Taking from a hook break the hook?
It does.
Yep. I wanted to know that.
It does.
Back when I did this.
Yes, so it does.
It does.
That's a cool trade-off.
But so it does.
It does.
That's a cool trade-off.
But also,
But the
if you
thing that's
when you hook, it reloads for you without getting rid of the hook.
yeah. So basically, if you hook a survivor, it automatically reloads. So Jason is by far the best ranged killer in the game right now.
Because he's a ranged stealth killer.
And also he gets his ammo back when he hooks. No other killer has that.
Also, something really cool.
The Houndmaster.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Let me shoot my dog at them.
Yeah.
The
But,
Houndmaster is just upgraded Deathslinger. The only reason she's not better is because she's even somehow more buggy.
yeah, but something really cool about Jason is even when he doesn't make any noises himself. So even when he's like paladin, he doesn't make any noise. The only noises that come from him are the kill ma. Those are the only sounds he makes, and it's because in the films he doesn't make any noises even when he's hurt. Except for number 9, where when he's shot up by a bunch of police officers and blown up, he makes grunts, but we don't talk about that, okay?
But yeah, that's a bit like further off. But no, I will say another thing about Jason in how he throws everything like that. It's pretty cool. But I seen a suggestion. I think it was by Gojira, and they're pretty cool person on Twitter. But basically they suggested that when Jason gets stunned, a horror sting should happen.
Yeah.
And I agree. That would be so funny and so cool. Because he doesn't make any noise, so it would be really cool if Jason would make some sort of horror sting, kind of like how they do in Mortal Kombat.
They use a lot of them in Friday the 13th films. Also, something cool is that all of his there's a bunch of 13s in his perks when it comes to the numbers.
Oh yeah, which is also pretty cool and awesome.
Yeah, and then what else is there about it? He has got cool cosmetics. Those are pretty cool.
I like the zombie Jason. It's pretty cool, but I would switch out the mask.
A combination of zombie Jason with the mask and weapon from Prestige Jason. That's probably what I'll run. Also, he can stab you onto the wall. That's really cool.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I appreciate more new Moris. That's cool.
Yeah, 3. Previously,
yeah, he has 3
ones. 2 with Pyramid Head and the real Vecna, where they have 2 Moris. But this guy straight up has 3. So
yeah,
there's the regular Mori, and then there's the one where if you're attached on a wall, and then one where you are on the ground
hit by the spear
with a spear in you.
Yeah, and they are really good Moris. Although the regular Mori is bugged right now, and when you kick over a gasoline can, there's nothing, so it just looks like Jason's pissing on them, which is kind of funny. But regardless, yeah, no, Jason's a pretty good addition, and I think people who I think it's cool when killers share other type of killer powers with other killers, not in a case where it's lazy, but in a case of where it's cool, kind of like, okay, yeah, they would have similarities, but there's a bit of a difference. Like Springtrap. Springtrap has weight to his axe. Springtrap also has teleport, technically, with the doors. He also can jump scare people and pull out his axe and just go into an instant grab and get you to hook. For Jason has his stuff where he's similar to Springtrap. His spear gets lodged inside of someone, and obviously you can kill someone with that. But if they're injured and you got a different type of spear from the scrap pile and pin them to a wall, you can grab them from there, which is pretty unique and pretty awesome. And another thing is you could also pin someone to a wall, and if there's multiple people in chase, you can just go and chase some other people because they'll still be attached to the wall. So, and it takes a while for them to get off the wall, so it's actually like a really cool, unique ability. But yeah, no, I really like Jason. I like his gameplay. It's kind of like a faster slinger, and of course, with the reload with that, it's also pretty cool where stuff like that. And obviously the teleport, which Creep was talking about, is also really awesome. Where
Although they don't use the word teleport because it's never. Jason doesn't really teleport in the movies. He's just for some reason really good at jumping out of nowhere. But we all know it's a teleport. Guys.
yeah,
I thought the games made his teleportation canon.
That's how they. That's how
yeah,
it works as a mechanic. It's a teleport.
yeah,
But they never.
yeah,
They don't use the word teleport because they want to say he just kind of gets there.
yeah. He
But
gets there very
but it's
quickly.
totally a teleport.
It's totally a teleport. Yeah, basically it's a fancy type of thing where it's he's not teleporting, but he is.
He's just moving really fast.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you do in that. You kind of just go into the fog, and it's all crazy and everything. I will say it is cool and also kind of funny because he uses fog throughout like the cabin stream a lot. But I thought mostly that was considering the fog is usually has to do with the entity. I thought it was the entity's doing with the fog.
Partially is, but like
it probably is partially,
but
yeah.
Like his power literally has fog.
I just thought because there was so many like camera staticky type of things, I genuinely thought it was Slender Man, and also because yes, I know Jason does do the camera staticky stuff from the game, so maybe they took some stuff from like the Friday the 13th the game, but that's more in tune with Slender Man. And also, I know it also was the entities doing for the final Flash like camera glitch because it had the house floating and it covered an entity gunk, but also in Slender the Arrival when the forest is burning down, it's all red and Slender's like chasing you and everything like that. So that's why a lot of people also thought it was Slender. There was Coruscant, and Coruscant, is it called Coruscant? It's like the type of guy. Anyways, which was how to survive Slender or whatever, and have some Coruscant, lock the doors, lock the windows, everything like that to try to survive Slender Man. So that's why people were really thinking it was Slender Man, but they also saw, I think there was a machete somewhere. So people were like, "Oh, is it Jason?" Because again, they could be throwing out red herrings. But either way, I'd say we can kind of jump now because we've kind of expressed our thoughts about Jason. I think he's pretty cool. I played him. I think he's gonna be a really cool addition to the game. I think
he might be my next P100 after I finish P100 the Lich. Either that, him, or Nurse. I'll decide at some point.
I'd like to point out it's currently 13 minutes into a game of Deadlock right now, and I'm taking their second shrine. I'm popping off.
13
minutes. That's fair.
My teammates are screaming, "How are you already up there?" Just killing the whole team.
That's pretty cool, I will say. Who are you playing?
I'm winning a 1v4 right now. I just got another kill. 7 is stupid.
It's 7. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I will say though, I guess
kill this character.
Continuing on with DVD, because we've been playing Deadlock, that's why we're talking about it. What do you guys think the anniversary is going to be? Because it's not the Masquerade anymore. So what do you think they're going to do different for this anniversary?
It's going to be a banquet. There's going to be Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Yeah, I genuinely think Pennywise is also coming to the game, most likely in some sort of double chapter, because there is no way with all the like references hinting toward Pennywise, it's not. You see a clown, like a clown balloon. You see multiple balloons.
Clowns do not have a copyright on balloons, I'd like to say.
Magicians could do it too, such as the grabber from...
I know.
It could be the Poppins, the nanny. Okay.
Oh yeah, it could be the nanny. No, but I'm just saying a bunch of balloons.
The Mary Poppins 2 is a heavy focus on balloons. You know, you never know. The Mary Poppins 2 XDBD.
Yeah, I know, but no, there's multiple stuff with eyes lighting up, everything like that. For I think one of the survivors or just someone in general, could have been Dwight, but it's also just like there is multiple red balloons in the shot. There's literally like some thing when they're counting up, like RU1, RU2, RU3, stuff like that, and it shows a red balloon thing on a little I guess spinny thing or whatever. you can, I guess, Creeper post editing show the what is
No.
it, trailer or whatever, like screenshots or whatever, if you want.
No.
We know. No, what do you mean?
No.
Fucking. No, you gotta show it. You gotta show it visually. You gotta, look. There's that balloon. There's the other balloons. Look at them. Look at them, guys. Look, I'm like pointing at the screen. Look. Oh my
It's
god,
the
look,
ones.
Yeah.
balloons.
So
But no,
I'm excited to see what happens with the anniversary because we've had the masquerade for a while. I really wonder what's gonna be like.
yeah, like we can only speculate right now. I feel like it will have something to do with balloons, obviously. Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna have a special map. I don't know what the fuck happened with Trix, because Trix was kind of a part of the
She's
Twisted
gonna be
Masquerade.
the new secret killer. Yeah.
The tricks.
Yeah, the
No, she hasn't.
Trix.
The Mad Designer, I think, is her like.
Oh yeah, the bad designer was actually her name. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so she has
Already
one
has a title.
Yeah, so we don't entirely know what she's up to, but yeah, I mean we haven't seen her in a while.
Felt like they
Either
kind of
way,
retconned her out of the game.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck really happened to her, but no. Anyways, the judgment. Does this mean the next chapter after Jason? What do you guys think?
41. Should be interesting.
I
Angelic
think it'll be
Killer.
a chapter in the video game.
Yeah, I like what they did to like have the community participate in the creation of it. It's kind of cool.
I don't know if they're gonna do another one of those or not, because I know a lot of people, fucking
I did
controversy
not
around
like
it,
it.
Dead by
I did
Daylight
not
stuff.
like it at all.
I did.
'Cause-
So suck one.
Because
I think what they should have done is there should have been a crowdsourced what idea for a killer do you want? And then we see DVD's interpretation of that theme. Instead of this weird, we're going to make 3 options, vote on an option, mob vote style shit.
yeah, for what people want. I will say I'm glad that at least they uh had all the stuff there either way. Like, they're like, oh yeah, as a community you guys can vote on something, and they picked like an angelic killer because people wanted an angelic killer in the game. So I mean, pretty cool. Or like, I guess, godly divinity type killer. But yeah, I'd say it was pretty good votes on the community and everything like that. We're definitely getting an old grandma survivor.
Yeah.
When are we getting the doorman skin for the judgment?
Okay, buddy. I see how it is.
Yeah, bro. When they get Valve to add another one, I guess they already got Bill in the game, so
They've got Bill. It's only been since the start of the game coming out, since our last Valve collab.
yeah, don't worry. We're gonna
Well, technically, no. Bill got a skin recently, last anniversary. So
He did,
yeah, they're gonna add the new killer, the G-Man. That's gonna be pretty
G-Man.
cool. Honestly, I wouldn't mind that at all. Of course, people go like, "What the fuck? That's stupid. Where's Art the Clown?" or something like that. But like, I don't care.
Yeah. Who's this guy? I've never heard of who's the G-Man?
Wait a second. Is that Skibbity Toilet?
Is that the guy from Skibbity Toilet?
Is the guy from Skibbity Toilet, and he's like, "I will hook the survivor," some shit like that.
Is that the guy from Gmod?
What the fuck? No, but no, I'd say the Judgment, though, we got a little off topic, but the Judgment's gonna be a pretty cool killer from what I see with the whole minigame thing. I could imagine like facing them multiple times is gonna be a little annoying, then it's like, okay, I got judgmentified. Let me flashlight a bunch of
Let
things.
me unjudgment myself.
Oh, also,
Yeah, let
I
me
love the fact that
unjudgment myself.
you could be punished for teabagging. You could get sent
That as
for
well.
it.
You gain some.
That's so
You
funny.
get some sim, which is kind of funny. I like that, and people are like, "Oh, that's stupid that they punish him," but it's
so
like, no,
funny.
it's just supposed to be a little quirk thing for
Just don't
that
do it
killer.
against that one killer.
Yeah, just don't do it against the one killer, because some people, for some reason, they're also saying, "Oh, add that for more killers or whatever," and it's like, no, what the fuck? It's just a stupid little thing, but anyways, yeah, I'm pretty excited for the Judgment. I hope the full release is gonna be cool. Like Maury's looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. I know the developers, the animators, they're doing a pretty good job on the Moris. And another thing, if you guys are unsatisfied with the content, don't blame the developers. They're rapidly getting fired and they keep constantly doing layoffs. So like don't blame like developers, or don't go like, oh, let's blame Eric and Dork, who
Eric
are only
Pope.
community
I
managers.
hate
You
Eric
guys
Pope.
are
I hate you,
the
Eric
people.
Pope. You didn't reply to me on Twitter.com. I hate
the
it.
the people who are unironically hating on the people who are just the community managers are stupid. And also like, calling like Dork a DI hire is like pretty fucking stupid as well. Like don't do that, guys. That's very mean. Don't be going to people and going like, oh, you're DI hire or whatever. It's like, what do you mean by that? Like, come on. That's stupid, guys. Don't do that.
I just
Like,
went 15, 5, and 17. I just want that to be.
okay.
This is true. This
Okay.
is true.
But no, I
Who's
like
not
don't
MVP? What the fuck?
don't be doing that, and don't be harassing developers, please. Like if anything, blame the top execs, the CEOs, everything like that for their decisions. That's not on the. They're just doing what they're told. They're getting paid for doing what they do. All right, don't be harassing developers like that. That's really mean. But no, anyways, speaking of a mean thing and perks, shoulder the burden. What do you guys think about it?
I think it is a acceptable perk.
I don't run it, but
Yeah,
it's
for
alright.
the Houndmaster one.
It's not a
I think
Houndmaster
it is
one.
a fair trade to enable going from one hook state to the other. I think any issues with it are a reflective issue of the state of the game more so than a state of an issue of one perk.
Yeah, I have like a mixed opinion about it. I don't usually go against it in my matches, like with a bunch of Swifts or whatever. But like I don't know. It maybe, who knows, maybe I'm not top level, but I don't really see a problem with it except for like the game's current balance. I know Fast Track was like a really OP perk, and it was like, causing like people who actually knew what they were doing, like in Swifts, to kind of destroy people. That's another thing. Usually a lot of these perks can only get value if you actually have a team that's smart enough
Yeah.
to get value out of it. That's another thing. It's not like, oh yeah, if the killer is like fucking stupid or whatever, um, then they're obviously going to complain, everything like that. But also, if the survivors are stupid, they're not going to complain at all and go like, oh yeah, just stomp them, everything like that. So everyone's going to have different skewed opinions about it. But I'd say, honestly, what they just need to do with the game's balance is just fucking nerf a bunch of survivor perks, nerf some killer perks, and then shit will go back to normal mostly. Because unless they actually do a huge rework on generators in general and like objective progress, and maybe adding more objectives into the game, kind of like Friday the 13th, where multiple escape options, the only escape options you have in Dead by Daylight is one, the hatch when there's one person left, or two, the exit gate.
Yeah, because death is not an
And
escape.
yeah, because death is not an
Actually,
escape.
there's a third hidden escape option.
This is true. This is true.
Oh yeah, where you DC from the game. Let's go, guys.
No, the
No,
dev said there was a hidden escape
They
option. We
definitely weren't.
just
They definitely weren't just trolling us, and there's definitely a real third one. We just haven't found it in 10 years. Trust, guys.
Yeah, and the
and
and the
without
secret.
digging through the entire game files, we still haven't found it.
Yeah, the
We'll find
third
it
actual
eventually,
escape
guys.
option
Yeah,
is
just
closing
guys.
the game.
Just like how the teacher was a real killer, and they definitely weren't just making fun of us.
Yeah, totally real killer. No, but
Hey, they had perks.
I think though we didn't put this in our topic, so a bit unscripted for us. But I think we should talk about 2v8 and some of the issues with it, and how they haven't really been like
I think
updating and
I've
taking
lost
stuff
all
away.
joy for it.
I I love 2v8, and the reason I love it is because it had a constant flow of content into it. But as of recently, they've been using it as a thing to milk skins and everything like that. They haven't been using it as a way to add more killers into the mode and to play. The literal purpose of 2v8 is to play killer with your friend. No one cares about playing with other survivors. Holy shit, guys, more survivors to worry about and more generators to worry about. That's why most of that game, they've made the survivor classes super OP, which, again, you know, this isn't like me adding my own personal opinion to this. The devs said this themselves. They want to make Survivor a lot more stronger in the game mode in order to incentivize people to play Survivor so killer queues can be quicker.
I think
Because stuff like
them to
that.
bring back bots.
Yeah, genuinely. I feel like to get some lobbies, they need to bring back some bot survivors or whatever. Also to give killers a bit of a chance to go up against people. Because a lot of the time, you literally like blink, and then there's like 2 to 3 generators already done because people are just on that shit. So, because there's so many generators and so little time, and usually like the matches only last like usually less than 10 minutes, depending on what's going on. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could change a few things around and like not remove killers from the game mode. If you can't balance someone like Legion, don't take them out of the game mode entirely just because people are complaining about it.
Legion and Oni were such a fun combo.
They were such a fun combo because there was actual synergy to it. And just because people can't handle Legion and having to mend, don't get me wrong, it is annoying. That's how the character is. Deal with it. That's like the thing is with the DVD community, when they can't go up against a killer, when that killer is decently difficult counterplay to go against, they just DC. They just don't want to play against the killer. And don't get me wrong, I can imagine some killers are annoying to go against. I know. I fucking went against some killers. I've hated, but I've stayed in the match and tank it out because guess what? It's only a mechanic, and the game's most likely going to be over in like less than 20 minutes anyways. So, just fucking tank it out or whatever. And if you keep getting bad Survivor games and you're like, damn, these Survivor games fucking suck. You know what the best way to do is? Just stop playing the fucking game. Literally, just stop playing the game. Take a break. That's the way to do it.
Just play killer.
Yeah, or just play killer.
The game.
Yeah, and get another side of the game, something like that. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, that's kind of 2v8 in general.
Yeah, it sure is.
I just hope they actually add more killers because usually we had like a consistent.
I think this weird obsession with balancing it is stupid. Why are we cutting killers out of the game mode because they're strong? Fucking Legion has been dog shit in the game as long as they've been in it almost, and they finally got to be decent at something for once, and the game said no.
Guys, we all know the next one's gonna be Freddy versus Jason, 2v8, obviously.
Oh no, but don't worry. Hey, don't worry, Creeper. That's just gonna be we're gonna add 2v8 Jason and Freddy, and guys, Freddy's too OP. He actually has this way to slow down survivors and create fake pallets, and people can't tell the real pallets apart. So no, actually, we're removing Freddy from.
We're removing Freddy from the game.
We don't know how to balance him for the game, sir.
They're just killing him, taking him out back and shooting him.
Yeah, taking him out back and shooting him.
He's not in the game anymore.
They didn't lose the license. They just didn't feel like having him in the game anymore.
Also, because of this situation and as a whole, we will be nerfing the pig.
Yeah, we will be nerfing the pig once again. But no, either way, 2v8 has been in a constant influx of being I had a lot of hope in it, and it sucks to see the devs in general, well, not even I guess just the devs, but it just add more to that game mode. Stop bringing it back if there's nothing for you to add. Add a more consistent flow of more limited time game modes Chaos Shuffle, and I know they've burned back Chaos Shuffle a bunch of times, but bring back a bunch of other stuff.
Lights Out is coming back next.
Lights Out is unfortunately come back. It's my least favorite game mode, but hey, at least the people who enjoy it can enjoy it. I don't have to play it,
Yeah, sure.
except for challenges usually. So even though I dislike the game mode, bring it back if people like it, But don't bring back 2v8 and keep bringing it back every 3 months or less if you're not going to add anything or any new killers or any new maps.
Yeah.
I think it should just be made a standard game mode
True.
that you can play, and they should just put every killer in it. They should fucking undo the stupid weird pseudo perks that 2v8 has for killers and survivors. Just use normal perks. Fill the game lobbies with bots on Survivor, and just let it be a thing you can do with your friend. Effectively, a fucking versus NPCs with occasional people.
I mean, yeah, if they want to, and
Anyway.
yeah.
Instead of this weird, we have to make it a balanced game mode that's gonna only be limited time, and every time it comes back, it kills off the queue times for both sides of the game, normal
Yeah,
and
people
2v8.
complain about it. Yeah, people complain about it, but no.
And it's obsessed with being balanced, even though the idea of 2 killers and 8 survivors is inherently unbalanced because the game wasn't fucking designed to have that many people in it.
Yeah, so I mean, another thing is just basically stop bringing back the game mode and just actually add stuff to the game so people can talk about it and people can make content about it. It's so hard to. But anyways, let's get into our last topic.
DBD fatigue.
Dead by Daylight fatigue.
Only chuds have this. Chads don't have this. Only losers do.
Yeah, and Creeper is a chud who doesn't have this. So
I love DBD. Why would I get fatigue?
Sure, buddy.
I would never.
Honestly, Creeper, you give vibes of a disgruntled housewife. Like, no, I never. I never hate him.
DBD. I do all my daily challenges. I do all the challenges. I do all the battle pass. I win. Good day.
I win. No, but either way, Dead by Daylight has been having a bit of fatigue on people. For me, until Jason was released with the PTB, I've been kind of avoiding stop playing the game unless they do something interesting like 2v8. And I'm not going to keep coming back for 2v8 videos if it's not interesting. If it's not interesting,
we will.
No, I'm not.
I'll just do it.
Yeah, Creeper will do stuff on his channel, but no, why not?
I will we've done this before where he just shares screen while playing, and I'll secretly record it, and then I'll just make a video out of it.
That's really fun. If I go to test it out, and I don't know, just add stuff. Dead by it, just literally add stuff. Even if you don't have a more buffed version of the power, you just have some stuff. I get how some code is going to be conflicting and some matches are probably going to break and you have to make certain stuff interact with people. Okay, let's have a bad perk combo would be something Springtrap and Plague, because Springtrap couldn't stick his axe into people because everyone's going to be injured.
So true.
Or
so true.
just stuff like that. And I'm kind of curious why they had a Child's Play release where it's just Chucky and then Springtrap, and they have so much common ground and surprisingly a lot in common, but they didn't release alongside each other. And we'll be going now. But yeah, no, that's the end. Bye bye.